Welcome back. Episode 6. I almost forgot. Again, you just said it to me. We're here with Greg Storm from Rain and Win Pickleball. Thank you for joining us. And we are going to just get started on our highs and lows for the week, I think.
Yeah. I'll start first. Pretty typical. So I would say my low was, I was just been in a blah mood this past week, and it really affected my pickleball game. So I played Thursday night against this one team who just was consistently driving every single shot. And I just didn't know how to counter it. So when I would try to slow it down and dink with them, they would immediately speed it back up. And I'm just not strong, reactionary to be able to defend that. So it was extremely agitating.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like you are.
I just wasn't that night for whatever reason. But then what was funny, so we lost the first game because it was best out of 3. The second game we won because I was just like, screw it. I just started nailing drives as hard as I could towards them, and we won. So I was like, okay. But my elbow started hurting. So I was like, crap, I can't be doing that, consistently. Yeah. So I was trying to drop, and trying to hit their feet with dinks, and we just couldn't beat them.
Right.
And it was so agitating.
Yeah. Is it people you've played with before and you usually beat them, or was it just like this matchup in particularly?
No, I played them before and it seemed to go okay. And plus Devin wasn't there. He had a sub, and I've never played with him before. So the dynamic of trying to mold both of our styles together was kind of tough. But it is what it is.
Yeah. So this league you show up, is this the league where you show up with a partner and you play with the same partner for the first half of it and then you start switching partners?
Correct. Yeah.
Wife swapping.
It goes into like whatever. I can't remember the name.
Okay.
Yeah. But anyway, so that was
round robin.
Yeah. Round robin. There we go. Perfect.
Could be a ladder league too, right? Ladder.
Yeah. It's like a mixture. It's like ladder league kind of. And then the other half's the round robin.
I just would have like I was supposed to show up and gave you the lesson on that, you would have been okay.
I probably should just fly down to Florida.
When were you supposed to come? It was August, right? You guys?
Yeah, last year.
We had a couple of dates. I don't know. I guess there was only a few takers. That's kind of weird. I don't know what happened there.
Yeah.
Maybe this year we'll try it again, right?
Yeah, we could. Yeah. And then my high would be, so my brother was in town and he dropped off his old truck, which he gifted to my son.
Oh, yay.
And so it was exciting to see my son get excited to sit in a truck and like he was cleaning it.
Oh, that's fun.
And so that was like a proud, almost like dad moment.
Yeah.
Because I got to talk vehicles with him and stuff. And so that was
fun.
pretty cool.
Has he driven it yet?
No, because it's a manual and he has no idea. He's like, well, how do I start it so I can just like sit there and listen to music?
Put it in.
And I was like, well, you got to push in the clutch and the brake. And he's like, never mind.
Girl, watch this YouTube video.
Yeah.
I'm surprised people aren't learning how to do that. I'm sure they are actually. How to drive a manual on YouTube. And
then I had a good therapy session with my therapist. And then we're watching a show, me and my girlfriend, called Shrinking on Apple TV.
Oh.
And it's about shrinks and stuff.
Oh.
And it's a comedy, like drama almost.
Oh, I want to watch
And my God, is it good.
It's on Apple?
It's on Apple. Like every single episode, I am either laughing my ass off or tearing up. It is crazy good.
It's just got you like by an emotional chokehold.
Yeah, hits the feels.
I
really
like
hard.
that. That's how. Oh my God, why can't I think of the name of it? With Ted Lasso. That's how Ted Lasso was for me.
Gotcha.
Like, it was so funny, but also I think I cried every episode.
Gotcha.
That's awesome. That one.
I'm writing that one down. I'm gonna check that out.
Yeah.
Yeah, Shrinking.
Shrinking.
Yeah, it's so good. But
that's cool.
All right, Greg, you're up.
Let's hear your highs and lows.
Or do you like Gregory? No, okay.
Gregory.
I was Greg for like most of my life, and then like my mom, when she got mad, would call me Gregory. So I was like, I was just gonna be Gregory.
Yeah.
You just want to live in that I'm in trouble state.
But no. So I guess like Milo. I mean. Lots been happening with the paddle brand, right? So for me, it's been just spending a lot of money right now, and getting kind of into this USAPA thing, which is I spent a lot of money just submitting like a paddle this week. So I've kind of been down on it, but still feel okay at the same time. It's just, I'm just a little, I've been doing pickleball for 14 years. So, I mean, kind of an OG, right? So,
yeah.
Just to see things change so rapid, like with the money grabs and stuff right now. Like, so that's been kind of like in my brain, kind of tough, right? So, and you got to try a lot of different paddles in order to find something that you can sell and that people like and people want to buy, right? So, I mean, it just takes time, you know what I mean? And then, it's just, again, coming into the money grab. So anyways, that's been kind of there, a little bit. But I guess on the high part, though, which has been good, is that I guess like church was pretty cool today, right? So
that's
good. What I mean? So all of a sudden it's like a 3-part series on relationships. So it's like, wow, yeah. I mean, some of that stuff was kind of hitting home and making sense. You know what I mean? So
I like that.
Yeah, so I was digging that, you know what I mean, as far as like, just how to respond and react to different things, you know what I mean, and to listen more and to like understand, and just do different things in different ways, I think will be helpful, in this 3-part series. So that's kind of,
That's something I don't think I've ever heard like a church talk about is relationships and, the struggles that, couples go through and things like that. And, working through it probably within the, utilizing the church teachings to help also, just common things, communication obviously being a big one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there you go. So that was 1 point out of 5, right? So, I mean, it's just, I think it comes down to, not just, all kinds of relationships, you know what I mean? Right. So, I mean, it's any relationship you have, now it's like, okay, well, like my relationship with, whatever it is. Right?
Yeah.
I get too crazy, but
you know what I mean? No, let's hear it. I want to hear the juicy stuff.
We'll just go on the high.
That's funny. Yeah, that's cool.
Destiny, you're up, Destiny.
All right. I started the week off with a kidney infection, and a trip to urgent care. So that wasn't ideal. I kind of thought I've been not feeling well for weeks now, and I kind of thought something was off. I was at pickleball on Saturday and got dizzy just sitting down. I thought I was going to black out, and I was like, oh, that's weird. And then I got a massage on Sunday, and I woke up with like a sore back on Monday. And I was like, well, that's probably just from the massage. And I go to work and I had a fever, but I'm like, I'll be fine. Work's not great right now. So it wasn't like an option to not go. And then I was there for 1 hour and I was like, I need to go to urgent care because something is really wrong. And so I worked all week, but I was able to work from home on Tuesday and, I started feeling better. I got on antibiotics. And so that's good. I leave for a trip this week. And so I really am glad that I went in.
Yeah.
I have a tendency to not attend to things when I'm not feeling well because my ex made me feel like I was an idiot for if I was not feeling well, like I was a hypochondriac. I made a big deal out of it. Nothing was wrong. So I stopped going to the doctor for things because I didn't want to hear it from him, to be honest. And I was like, well, maybe I am a hypochondriac. Who knows? I'm trying to get attention from somebody and he's not giving it to me. So
yeah.
Yeah.
I am.
Yeah.
I am, no doubt.
See? I'm like, I got a stubbed toe. I'm going to the emergency room. Just kidding.
Hey, you know what? You got to go, right?
Yeah. But so
no doubt.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing is like, it was weird because as soon as I got home from the doctor, I started feeling worse. And I don't know if it just like progressed because how I woke up with a sore back and I know massages move around toxins. And so maybe there was something behind that, or maybe I finally felt safe enough to not feel good, I guess, if that makes sense. It's kind of a weird thing. I've been all in my head this week because I really haven't had a ton of highs, which I have. I have a good life. Yeah. That's what I'm going to remind myself of. I have lots of good people in my life and a lot of support. But I've had a rough week, guys. Not feeling good. And then work has been absolutely miserable, which I feel like I've said on this podcast several times. But it just, I feel like is getting worse and worse and worse and worse. And every single day there's something different that happens. And so it's been rough. And then I feel like when I'm failing at one thing, I feel like I'm failing at everything. So then I go into pickleball and I play like shit. I'm a bad daughter. I'm a bad sister. I'm a bad dog mom. I'm a bad all the things because I'm bad at my job, because my sleep schedule sucks. Like it just is all, it's just all a lot.
Even though none of those things are true.
Sure.
But it's not what we tell ourselves.
Right. Yeah. And I had a therapy session on Friday, and that was the same thing. You know, your logical brain, you know, it's like my logical brain knows that none of those things are true, right? Like I'm the best dog mom. But my emotional brain's like, you fucking suck. Take better care of your dog. I don't know. Yeah. So
a little rock and roll, man. A little rock and roll.
Yeah. But I did get to play pickleball yesterday. I played in a money ball, a 4-5 plus money ball. And I mean, we didn't win or anything, but it was fun to play at that level and with like competitive players. And so that was good. And then I played again this morning and that was good, but I started feeling crappy like halfway through. I think I was dehydrated or something. So yay. That's why I have my electrolytes right next to my energy drink.
Oh, the Holly. Yeah. The
Holly. Yeah.
I got that. I love it.
Do you? Yeah. I actually went to high school with the owner or one of the owners.
Cool.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, I really like, shout out to Holy. I think it's Holy.
Yeah, we love your greens.
Yes. Their greens are actually so good. The apple ones are so good.
Yeah,
they're
the other day.
Yeah, I actually stuck with, and this is not an ad, guys, but Holy is great. But their greens are really good. This is like one of the white gummy bear electrolytes, and it is
I haven't tried that one.
So good. I'll give you one before you because it's so good. Yeah.
Nice.
So, and actually the packaging for their white gummy bear has King of the Court on it, their podcast. Gotcha. I think so. I think they sponsored
King of the Court. Where we at with Tyler and
Jimmy? I love Jimmy and Tyler, so I like them, but yeah. But
wait, what?
I was just going to say, but I mean, I wouldn't mind if Holy wanted to sponsor our podcast instead. Yeah. But yeah, that's my highs and lows. Sorry. Tyler, what?
Oh, yeah, we go way back, Tyler.
Oh, yeah. So I saw him he came and did some commentary for the high school pickleball stuff a couple weeks ago, and I was going to go introduce myself, which I know I've met him once before. It's not like he's going to ever remember me, though, but I was just going to introduce myself as a fellow podcaster, but I felt like a freaking idiot, so I didn't. And I know Jimmy, I've met him several times, and so he's great too. But yeah, fun stuff.
All right, well, let's get into some questions.
Yeah.
So everyone wants to know, who is Gregory Storm and Rain and Wind Pickleball?
Yeah, tell us.
Oh my goodness. So yeah, who am I? Yeah, brand's been around for 4 years. As far as the paddle brand, R.A.W, Rain and Wind. Also have a pickleball academy here in St. Pete. So that's been around 4 or 5 years now. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. So it's crazy. Yeah, I kind of started making, I'm the dude that would never want to sell pickleball paddles. Just maybe like Rob, you don't even want to sell clothes, right?
Yeah.
But, you know what I mean? But yeah, because it's just so overwhelming, right, with everything. But I've been sponsored by enough teams: Selkirk, Gearbox, some older brands like Top Pickleball. I don't know if anyone's heard of that, but they're a really old brand which became Armor. But yeah, so big brand sponsorships, Paddle Tech in the beginning as well. But I just got tired of having to ask for things. I guess you know what I mean. After a while, can I have a paddle? Please. After they send you like 2 for the year and some clothes and a hat, and then everybody thinks you're sponsored when they get 2 paddles, a shirt, and a bag and a hat, for the year. So especially the kids, right? I'm sponsored by Paddle Tech, But So I mean, then we just started. I started making a brand with another company. I'm not going to mention them, but if you just look up Gregory Storm, will pop up for a signature paddle model. Done, right? But it didn't work out, and I just thought like, okay, well, I'm putting a lot into this, and I'm giving them some good ideas with technology, paddle technology and stuff, and didn't want to invest with me, so I was like, I'm done with that. So after that, I was like, shit, maybe I'll just like try to I don't know, find a manufacturer and try to do it. And for some reason, like, I don't know how I even found my first manufacturer, but it just happened. So that's kind of what happened and started. And it was like, shit, I can grab a paddle anytime I want now, right out of the bag, you know? But again, you got to play with a lot of different manufacturers and a lot of different things to get it right. Otherwise, you're just going to get crappy stuff, you know? You're going to get your cheapos, you know, off of, I don't know where they find stuff, but I think, you know, I guess.
Like, are you talking about like materials? Like cheap material and stuff?
Yeah. So when I first came out and was helping this other brand, it was this carbon fiber, right? So it's like this really strong T700, you know, carbon fiber. That was kind of what was happening. Because Ben John got called out in the US Open, or no, it was J-Dub got called out by Ben Johns in the US Open that year. And then all of a sudden paddle testing was a thing, right? You know what I mean? It was a thing because there's friction on the paddle, blah, 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 right? So that's when carbon got in trouble. So I was like, we got to make that kind of, we got to make that kind of paddle. You know, we got to make that kind of surface on our paddles. You know what I mean? So then we just went after texture and then shape. Okay. So, I mean, that's kind of where it all started with helping go with this other brand. But now I kind of pretty much had it down. So now I was like, okay, well, what am I going to do with this? Like, how am I going to call this company? What am I going to do? And so we just went with R.A.W, which is rain and wind from above, which is really cool. Stay on top.
Yeah.
I'll affiliate with honey because I have really bad allergies, and local honey is super important to do for bad allergies. So wherever we have our ambassadors, we would have them find local bee farmers, and we'd support those guys. So I wanted to tie the brand into a give back or something to help. Okay. Right. Instead of the sell Kurt, YOLO money grab, just rake it in, right? You know, with that's, you know, that type of marketing, they have that kind of money, right? So, and then, you know, that's just kind of what we're going after again, is to have a brand that would tie in to give back. So that was important for us.
I guess I assumed your honeycomb like background was because maybe you had like a honeycomb center in your core or in your like the core of your paddles.
Sure.
So I assumed that. So actually, that's really good. That's awesome.
You know what ask me? You know what assume means?
It's true. Dang it.
But yeah, we do have that look, right? So I mean, but this is our foam. You know, this is our new foam paddle. So I mean, but yeah, we kind of thought about with the honeycomb in it too. That kind of makes sense, right? But every paddle that we made, we were tying something into like a part of the beehive, which was the hive, the super hive, you know, the excluder, which is stops the queen bee from coming up through. So a lot of people didn't see that part of it either, but it's okay. You know what I mean? It's cool. You know,
it's like a little Easter egg for people to find out later, right? Yeah. Like that's really cool. I like it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, the name means something, right?
Right.
It's just not, you know, something you came up with. Like
glaringly obvious.
Cool,
yeah.
But there's actual meaning behind it. I like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Not like skinny singles.
Yeah, not like skinny singles.
We just came up and they were like, that's cute. It means nothing.
I was like, are they really playing skinny singles?
No. I have played skinny singles and full court singles, but no, has nothing to do with that.
Best way to practice. Best way to get better. Play skinny singles.
It is true. And you have like a one-on-one. Yeah. It's very good. Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of like how we got the brand of the paddles kind of going and stuff, you know, so that was kind of the idea of it. And then, you know, people like the mission behind it. So that's kind of how it started taking off, you know what I mean? So I think that's, you know.
Yeah, I love that.
Cool. Well, how did you get into pickleball? You said you were playing for how long?
14.
Yeah. So 14, right? Wow. 14 years. Yeah. So. Yeah, Naples, Florida. I moved from Lauderdale to Naples. I had to get out of the party scene. It was too much over in Fort Lauderdale for me. So working the bar scene for a long time, making money, right? So but I was like, all right, I got to get out of there. I'll just go fitness train and study massage, right? So I moved over to Naples, and then, you know, it kind of got boring, you know. So I was like, all right, well, massage school is over, and like, what am I going to do now? So, and then I just I started doing hair. So like, hair school.
Oh, so, really? How
interesting. Yeah. So I still have my hair license, but yeah, because it's all creative. You can see like some of this art behind me. Right? I paint. So I mean, It's kind of a creation for me. And same thing with the paddles, just putting, that fun, casual thinker.
Oh, yeah.
That's that's your design, right, brother? But,
yeah.
You know what I mean? But yeah, that's a special little thing for us, So we like to do a lot of paddle collabs like that, with cool people anyways, you know what I mean?
He put cool in quotes when he was referring to you.
Yeah.
You were wondering. I'm just kidding.
So, it was just a fun thing to do and to stay artistic. But, a guy walked into the salon I was working at one day, and he had a pickleball shirt on. And I had gone home to Rochester, New York briefly just to see my family. And they introduced me to pickleball really quick, like at a YMCA, so.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Your family did?
Yeah, my mom.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Mom, stepdad, yeah. So I guess they're the
in
OGs,
Rochester, yeah.
Wow.
And there's not a lot of like pickleball indoor, like, because my family's from New York, like Long Island area. It doesn't seem to be a lot. I know like there's like some, but nothing like Utah, but or I would imagine Florida.
And even that far back,
Yeah, 14 years ago. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But again, YMCA was really where it's happened.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So then I came back and a dude had a shirt on. I was like, no, I looked in Naples and he had a pickleball shirt on. I was like, no, I looked. He's like, yeah, right around the corner. So I went and there it was. And guess what it is today? The U.S. Open.
67 courts or something. Isn't it 60 something courts?
Holy crap.
Mm-hmm.
That is crazy.
It was actually a outdoor hockey rink. And that was their first 12. So they took out that hockey rink. Then there was a massive skate park, which was like has 16-foot half pipe, which I'm all about skateboarding, right? So I'm like, no, don't take that down. But those were the next courts. And then they took over the tennis courts. And then, that's kind of how it all got going. I started playing again. I always bring Kyle Yates up, but Kyle's a good dude.
Yeah.
He's a good friend of mine for a long time. I played with his family. Julie's like a major referee out there right now. That's her gig, So, it just kind of all came together,
That's awesome.
So just OG.
I'm curious with you were just saying like with all your creativity, and both of you guys have a lot of tattoos. I'm wondering, have either of you, and you're both like artists, have either of you drawn your own
tattoo whole freaking podcast before thinking about coming on here?
You what? Say that again?
Just all our tattoos. They talk about that.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, that's true. We could talk about that. Do you have a pickleball related tattoo?
I do not, and I don't plan on getting one.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy? You're like, this has been a part of my life for 14 years, but I would never. However, I will put the saying believe on my wrist.
Well, if you're a Bills fan, right?
Yeah. That's true.
Billy. That's your thing.
Yeah.
What was the question on the tattoos?
Oh, I just wondered if you have drawn any of your own.
Yeah, so I also got into tattooing as well.
Oh, of course you did.
So, I got all this tattoo stuff behind me right now. So, so I can touch my stuff up, as long as I can have someone stretch the skin for me and stuff like that. So, I can do touch-ups a little bit, but, it's another artistic vibe. So, I was down to, it's interesting, but do I want to sit anymore and get tattooed? Not so much. I think I'm kind of over it.
Over the pain or what?
I think my last session was like, I don't know, just didn't want to. Like sometimes most of the time I fell asleep. Now it's like, when are we done? This is like stupid.
I recently got a couple, but it's funny because they hurt so bad. And I'm like, I don't remember my sleeve hurting, but I was also at a really low point in my life. I feel like when I got that, and I'm like, it's funny how tattoos don't hurt as much when you're like depressed and angry, but when you're happy, and they hurt a lot, actually. I'm like, wait, why am I doing this?
Huh.
Well, sometimes, sorry.
No, you're
fine. Then there was just a lot of talk around me, and sometimes I just don't want to hear all their shit, especially at tattoo artist shops. It's like, and then they're playing like some growl or something. I'm just like, dude, can you just put Jane's Addiction on or something cool.
The shop I went to was great, actually. I have no complaints about that. Like they were talking about things that I was interested in, and then they started talking about pickleball. So of course I was like super happy. And then they had on like Taylor Swift at one point. So I was loving it. I was like, I could live here.
Yeah, my guy, he would just put on whatever I wanted. And then he would throw like some Primus on and stuff like that. Or we would just bullshit the whole time.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I feel like that's what I'm doing too.
Yeah.
That's fun.
I'm a collector, so I kind of go to a bunch of different
artists. Oh, yeah. That's cool. That's what my guy that has done a lot of my work, that's what it seems like he does. Because he's even gone overseas to get some work done by some artists.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah. So that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Huh.
Anyway, sorry, that kind of veered away from pickleball, but I was curious because I can see you've got some really vibrant work done, like right here. So it's like I feel like it's drawing all of my attention to your shoulder right there. But no, it's good work. Oh, okay, a lighthouse. Yeah.
I do have a story. There's a story to most of my work. I think a lot of people get stuff just for like random crap. Like I see spotty stuff, I'm like, that's so ugly. And it's like on rich people, you know what I mean? Or like celebrities.
Yeah, true.
It's like, what is that?
I think it's like the new look. It's not for me, but I'm sure my stuff isn't for them. It's like
every time I think of stupid tattoos, I think of those island boys that have their faces on tats and stuff. So stupid. Ugh.
Those dudes are a mess. They're all freaking. Anyways, yeah.
We're not here to yuck anyone's yum, guys.
Oh, that's true, I guess. Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. All right.
So you said you had allergies, and you've always had allergies. How'd you find out about local bees and how they help with allergies in the local sense?
So when I got allergy tested when I lived in New York, it's like I was allergic to everything, right? Mm-hmm. Just pollen, like ragweed, like all these different things, milk, eggs, all this stuff. So
dang.
That's kind of one of the reasons I moved to Florida, to get away from my allergies, which was really crazy, But, I just think that once I started, there's some local honey guys here, right? So that, like, if you go to our website, there's our banners up there. So if you just tap into those guys, you'll go right into their link, which is, our big local support that we do, because she's really cool. It's called Noble Nectar, but, just, if you kind of like take some of that, the local honey, it's so weird that you just don't have that. I guess it's inflammation. You know what I mean? Everything, all pain is like inflammation, right?
100%, yeah.
So, even just putting honey on like your wounds and stuff like that, it's so crazy how like itchy stuff. Like, I mean, you'll be sticky, but it goes down. You don't itch, you don't hurt. So. It's pretty interesting, So, I mean, I have all this different honey from all over the place, which is cool. Like I'm hitting like a Hawaii one right now, macadamia one, which is really good.
Yeah, I have a couple. I have a pineapple macadamia or pineapple coconut, actually.
Oh, wow.
I'm upset. I love honey. So I've got probably 4 or 5 jars open at any given time. I eat honey every single day.
Nice.
Yeah, so maybe that might help, like with your infection, like your kidney or whatever.
Well, it hasn't so far. So, I mean, if that's the case, then why did I even get it? Because I eat probably 2 to 3 tablespoons of honey every day.
You do,
yeah. But maybe that's why I never suffer with like allergies and stuff. Because I do get local honey. I have a friend who, like, we exchanged sourdough. I make sourdough, and we exchanged sourdough for her honey. She's a beekeeper.
Oh,
so we've done that. Yeah.
Good. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Super fun. Yeah, now you do. Yeah. I've traded sourdough for eggs. I've traded sourdough. Like, it's fun because like people have their own chickens and stuff. Yeah. Right? It's so smart. I'm like, what else can I trade? All my friends that do like beauty stuff, I'm like, well, I wish I could trade like a massage for lashes or something, But I'm just over here busting my ass to make sourdough and trading it for delicious honey, actually. So I shouldn't complain. But
that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean that's a good vibe, and then again, I just think that just putting it into the brand, I think, even if it's just something, like even if it's just buying their honey. Like I was just in Arizona, and I went to a farm market because I did a big clinic out there, and then we're doing some stuff with a new rating system right now, which is VAIR, which is really cool. It's Dupers. We're done with Duper.
Yeah. Duper's out. VAIR.
So, Duper's pooper. So,
we're gonna clip that.
So, I mean, we found these guys, and I was like, dude, send me a case of honey, and we'll support you.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, just give me a paddle and some balls for my kids, and I was like, and I'll send you a case. I'm like, okay, so now we're cross-branding.
That's awesome.
Now we're, of course, he's sending me all the sweet heat honey, so
yeah.
Hot honey, but it's actually good.
Yeah, hot honey is so good. I actually just watched a whole video on different things to do with hot honey this morning. I am curious. So can we take a step back? I know like you kind of introduced yourself, how long you've been playing pickleball, but I don't know if we did this before we went on air or not, or before we started recording. You're in Florida. You've been playing for 14 years. You started playing there. So, but now what do you play, you train, so you do clinics, is that like your main thing now, is that you're running clinics, and it sounds like you're traveling to do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I just was in England in November. We did a big stint. They had me from
England, like the UK.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because our brand's over there. Our brand's been over there for a little bit.
Okay. So, I want to hear more.
Yeah, so it's like I got to show up, right? So I got to go, right? So I went. They didn't think we could get the pricing that I charged for my they call them master classes there, and then they all sold out.
Oh wow!
So people paid.
Wow.
Yeah, they paid for it.
Was it all indoor surfaces there? Yeah.
Yeah, they're behind. It's kind of like when I first started the YMCA. There's all these basketball lines and badminton lines, So it's just like, my mind's blown, right? But the last class that I did teach there was really cool because it was at a tennis center, like a bubble. And I was like, yay, finally some good flooring. You know what I mean? So they had a tournament there. And, so I'll be going back there in May. I'm kind of setting that up right now. So yeah, I'm traveling all over with the teaching. It's really, really good. And I'm getting the VAR, which is verified rating system, into it. So I'm giving people ratings as well when I go to these clinics. So
okay.
It's coming, guys. I'm telling you, this system is coming.
So you're doing like an assessment. So I want to get into that because I'm guessing you're doing these clinics and then you're watching these people play and then you're doing like an assessment and giving them a rating. But are you a verified person to establish that rating? So, okay.
Because I've been on board with them since the beginning. And I think Rob knows this, So, I mean, we touched on that. But now it's getting attention. Which is good. Yeah. It's important because really people are frustrated with Duper, and I was on ground board with Duper in the beginning, and it wasn't good in the beginning. So
we need to play with you, Greg, so you can verify our rating. I'd be curious if what you determine, I would want you to do that kind of blinded by not looking at what our Dupers are, so that you could see what you thought our play was. But I need to not know that you're watching either. Because as soon as you're going to watch, I'm going to be like, I'm going to fuck up all the shots.
Well, I mean, it always depends on your partner.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, true. That's true.
Unless you're playing skinny singles.
Yeah. That's funny. Oh, that's funny. Sorry, I know we kind of jumped around all over there, but I wanted to backtrack to understand what your role is in the pickleball community. Obviously, you've got this company, you've got this brand, this paddle that you're pushing out. It sounded like at the beginning when you were talking about your lows, it sounds like you are working on getting it USAPA approved for tournament.
Yeah. So there's been stuff out there already, but it's just now it's taken a big, bitey, pricey jump.
Sounds about right. Anything. I mean, pickleball's so popular. Why would they not try to?
Because initially it was in the hundreds of dollars. Now it's in the thousands.
Oh.
Yeah. So it was like $350
to get a paddle, sanction approved or whatever. Yep. And now it's what?
$5,000 or something like that.
$5,000 per paddle, right? That's not per brand because you have to have each paddle approved.
Correct.
Oh my God.
Yep.
Yeah.
How did that? Why aren't we working for USAPA?
Well, that's why we now have started this Pickleball Manufacturing Association, which is a trade organization, or you can call it a union, because we want small brands like Casual Dinkers, Skinny Singles Podcast, whatever you are pickleball related. We want you guys involved with us because we're coming out with tournaments. We'll be in Arizona. We're coming around. We're going to start doing VAR and PMA is linked up. So wherever you play a VAR tournament, which we just took over the collegiate, which is huge right now.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
We took all the collegiate, and we took able-bodied, so wheelchair pickleball as well, because I'm really passionate about that. Yeah, we're really passionate about that. So my pros are disabled folks. They're not the money grabbers and the jumpers that'll jump from brand to brand for an extra 10K. You know what I mean? We want disabled. I just paired up with a disabled vet right now. He's got some bad PTSD. And Ricky, I'm calling you out because you're a cool dude, brother. So we just did a real cool paddle with him. And he's very passionate. Been playing 8 months with pickleball, but he's just really excited about being part of the R.A.W team, which we brought him on, as a ambassador. He loves it. We just went to Puerto Rico and back. We did a big tournament and supported dogs that were, abandoned and abused. So, we just got back from that 2 weeks ago. I know I've got a lot of stuff going, but I just want to put it out there because, again, it comes to, okay, why can't someone play with this guy's paddle that we just made? A veteran that has struggled, and then you want to charge him $5,000 to play with a paddle that everybody else is it's just coming from the same area anyways and manufacturing. Like, how different is it than anything else out there? Give me a break.
Right.
Right. And so I hope that kind of makes sense a little bit.
Yeah.
It does, yeah.
That's crazy. Sounds like you're doing some good work out there, actually.
Yeah.
So thank you, Greg.
Yeah.
You're
doing
Gregory.
A lot of different stuff.
Yeah.
And that's awesome. Yeah.
I think it's important to do that.
Yeah. I agree.
It's building the community, honestly. It's pulling the community together. You're adding in all these different aspects. Like, who would have ever thought honey and pickleball go together, right? Yeah. And here you've done that, and you're supporting these local bee farmers, and not even just local, right? Like you said, you're just teaming up with somebody in Arizona.
Mm-hmm.
That's so awesome. Good for you.
Yeah,
it's really a way to give back. We got to do more, Rob. I'm just kidding. I'm tired. I'm too tired.
So, before you got into pickleball, did you play any other sports that kind of like helped you progress within pickleball? Like, most people come from tennis or racquetball or volleyball, that kind of stuff.
Ping pong? Were you a ping pong champion?
Who's a ping pong champion?
I'm asking if you were.
Oh, I thought Rob was.
No, I've dabbled in ping pong a little bit, but yeah.
I suck at ping pong. I'm okay.
I've never played ping pong.
Oh, really?
No.
I got introduced when I moved down to Charlotte before I joined the military, and it was at all the bars. They had outdoor ping pong tables at the bars, and girls loved it. I don't know what it was. I have no idea, but that's how I got introduced.
Are you sure you're not talking about beer pong?
Nope. No.
Giant balls in the big ball in the garbage cans.
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah.
So anyway, sorry, back to your question, Rob, about Gregory. Have you played any other, or had you played any other sports?
Yeah. So, racquetball was my big one.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. But I'm a derelict, right? So, it was skateboarding. It was aggressive, hard sports. You know what I mean? That, my back, my knees are shot, or my one knee, but, my back, you know what I mean? From just hard falls, from skateboarding ramps, and then from, BMXing, loving that, just all that kind of cool stuff. You smoke pot and have fun sometimes when you're little.
I wish I could be doing that.
It's like, so what it feels like now is like all these like pickleball places opening, and it just feels like an underground skate park for me now. It's like, yeah, this used to be skateboard. No, it's pickleball. I'm like, this is like weird,
Funny.
So,
yeah.
Well, you do live in Florida, right? So, and you moved away from the party scene, and now you're in the old folks community. Just kidding.
But the racquetball was my sport, kind of with my racket, tennis was fun, but not a big one is like racquetball. But now I was at a gym the other day with racquetball courts, and there's nothing.
No one was in them? Dang. I love racquetball.
Well, one of our sponsors from season 1, Kevin Day, he plays racquetball, and he just played in state championships.
Yeah, doubles.
And I think they won.
Yeah.
They won so shout out doubles. To Kevin. Congratulations.
Yeah.
But I guess so. I'm guessing racquetball's still pretty big and hot and heavy here, but Maybe not as much as pickleball. I think pickleball's like taken over Utah.
It really has. I mean, I barely see tennis courts around anymore.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know if it's like that in Florida.
I'm also not looking for tennis courts, though. Yeah. I'm like, I'd love to go play some.
When I think of like pickleball states itself, Utah, Florida, maybe Arizona, and maybe Texas would be like some of the bigger states that.
I'd say California, too.
California?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Padel right now is really huge.
Have you played yet?
No, but I was all over it in Puerto Rico. I was like, man, I got to do this, So now I think I'm going to make a Padel paddle.
Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah. So my cousin, and he lives on Long Island, and this was maybe 3 years ago, maybe 4. He sent me a picture and he's like, hey, I got this pickleball paddle sent to me by accident. Do you want it? I can mail it to you. And I was like, that's not a pickleball paddle. I have no idea what the fuck that is. Pickleball paddles don't have holes in them.
Yeah.
And it looks like wide.
DSM kind of crap is
Yeah,
this?
Yeah, exactly. And I was like, I don't know what that is. I'm sorry. I don't think it's pickleball though. Yeah. And so he never sent it. And then it literally was just in the past year, maybe 6 months, honestly, that I was like, oh my gosh, actually, that's so funny. And that was years ago. So it's kind of funny. Yeah. Maybe it's something that's big in New York. I don't know.
I know last year Salt Lake City has a place.
They do.
Now.
Yeah.
They opened up something.
So. Oh, cool.
We should go try it.
We should.
Yeah, just see.
Yeah, it looks so good. And I mean, I just been really studying it and I'm like, I have to do it. But the only thing is, it's really far. There's one place here. You would think Tampa would be bigger.
Yeah.
There's like 1 or 2 places. And then on the other coast, it's all up and down the coast. So it's
that's kind of funny.
Yeah, maybe it's just it's more international on that side,
Okay.
So, is it played with the same ball, or is it?
It's a tennis ball.
Padel is. Oh, it's a tennis ball.
Yeah, and it's almost like racquetball, so you can bounce the ball off the back.
I did see that. I haven't even watched.
The courts typically have like sand on them a little bit,
like shuffleboard.
Well, at least the ones that I played in Mexico had sand. Oh, paddle. Then what the hell is padel?
I thought they were the same thing.
Yeah.
Padel's paddle is like an up northern sport, kind of cold. Right? It's cold and they go play outside and they got a lot of grit on the paddle. Is that what you mean?
No. He's talking.
Well, anyways.
Padel and.
It's a big fan.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I played it.
But it's got a hit off the back of the wall.
Yep. Out the door. I've seen all the videos of them hitting it out the door and they have to run out the door and hit it back in.
Oh, this sounds like
crazy.
Not fun to me.
Yeah. So can you?
They got to make them first.
Yeah, true. Can you explain for people who might not know what VAR is?
Yeah.
And how that works? Because I tried to look into it, and I don't think I'm going to explain it very well. And since you're more involved and in depth and been associated with it from the beginning, maybe you'd be able to explain it better to our listeners.
So it's a system like Duper, but the algorithm is just so much better. So basically, it's free to sign up, and then what happens is it's a gender related section. There's gender, and then it goes age, and then then you have a singles, and then you have like just your overall. So it's like 4 or 5 things that you have that give you your overall rating. So you have kind of like 4 ratings within.
Okay.
So for instance, if I'm 50, you're 50, Destiny's 30, and another person's 30, right?
Uh-huh.
That will count because they're not in our age group, even if we played the match, right? It has to be, it should be kind of that way anyways to get a good algorithm, right? We should play people, like if we're going to be a certain level, then we want to play within our age, don't we? I don't want to play young kids anymore and get crushed.
Well,
right?
I guess.
But what if can you override it and say that you want that match to, because like for me, like for instance, I just signed up for a tournament. I'm playing down in age.
Same.
Yeah, same.
In age, I said. So then we also are playing down in skill. But because I am like playing in the 19 plus and my body is like 50 plus, even though I'm only 40. So but if I wanted those, can I choose to say, okay, I want that match to count?
Probably not.
Okay. It
forces you to play within probably your age because it makes more sense on the numbers,
rating,
right? Yeah. Okay. Same thing if I'm a 5-0 and I got a 5-0 next to me. Destiny, you're a 3-5er. Rob's a 4-5er.
That match is not relax. We all know that's not true.
Well, we would go after you and crush you because you were the 3-5er, right?
Yeah. Right.
So the match is not going to count. Now, if you were 4-5, Rob's a 4-5, and we're both 5-0s, that's going to count because it's almost about a half level increment.
Gotcha.
Okay.
So it kind of just wants you to stay within this range, but like, what if it's all men on the court and then me? What then?
That wouldn't. So it kind of wouldn't be count because then your gender rating, your gender portion wouldn't count.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, we should have you on again to like go more in depth with this if you're interested. But yeah, I think that's probably a whole nother conversation.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. But I'm thoroughly interested.
Yeah, I want to bring up like scenarios, real life scenarios.
I am not playing at any more Duper events.
Oh,
I'm done with Duper.
Okay.
Done with Duper. And a lot of people are doing it because if you look somebody's Duper up, that's a high Duper, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, they haven't played in like 2 years because they're doing the same damn thing. Okay, they're keeping their Duper high. They want to keep it there. It doesn't matter if their reliability is down, but their Duper's still saying it's high, right? So I'm still a 5 too. No, I have more fun going in tournaments that are round robin. I get 6 games. We go to finals. We're done in a day.
Yeah,
I'm done with it. I'm done with the big scene. PPA, you can have it. I'm done with that.
I'm done with it. Yeah. You can have it. I've never done US Open. I wouldn't mind trying US Open, but the PPA stuff, I'm like, no, thank you.
Yeah, same.
It's just you're paying so much, and my money's just going to the pros, and I'm like, you don't give a shit about us, which I get. Like it's the Pro Pickleball Association. Like I get it.
Well, and also, those guys for Duper play within their pro level all the time, so their Duper doesn't fluctuate as much, right?
Right.
For us, we're like playing everybody and whoever, you know what I mean? So that's where it gets a little weird, Why would I want to pay $30 now to reset my Duper to go back up? I mean, that's a money grab.
Yeah, but I'm tempted. And I think it's 35. I'm tempted just to see, like, because does it restart it? Because I've got matches in there. I've got matches. You what?
If you want to get that extra fraction of a point for $30, I mean, they'll love you.
Everybody loves me. I give my money to everybody. No, I've got matches in there that are so old, like 5 years old from when I was a 3-0. Like, of course, my rating is probably going to be reliable because I've done so many tournaments and they're recent and all of that. But you're also including tournaments that I played in when I was a 3-0, 2-5 probably, right? Like, why is that in the mix here? And so it would be nice to kind of reset everything. But I don't know that would make me better than the rating I am. I'm curious if like VAR has an option where it's like, if once you move up a skill or any rating system, not just VAR, but Duper, whatever, once you move up, do we like get rid of it's like your taxes, right? Like after 7 years, let's get rid of that shit. It doesn't need to be looming over me. You know what I mean? Something like that, like 3 years, or if you've gone up a full point, if I've gone from 3-0 to 4-0 and now I've been a 4-0, I've got reliable matches in there. Like, let's get rid of everything that I played at a 3-0.
Yeah.
Why is that still in there impacting anything? I don't know if it really is, but I hate that it's there.
Yeah.
Like,
why should your level go down if you want a match against somebody just because you didn't beat them 11-0?
Right.
11-1?
Yeah.
Right.
That's disgusting, guys.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, I agree. And that's why a lot of people are pulling out of tournaments that are Duper rated, because it's like, okay, well, if they get 1 point on us, our Duper's going to go down. It's like, well, yeah, I mean, you're a whole point over me. You better not. You better pickle me. Not really, but we all have.
Anyways, the rating system all jacked up.
Yeah. So I'm curious about this VAR thing. I'm going to look into it, and we'll have to have you back on to get that conversation.
We should try to get an event here too, like some type of tournament with VAR, bring you up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now we're talking.
Yeah.
We're talking.
Oh.
Get you involved or something.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah.
Now we're talking.
Yeah. All right. With Florida being a heavy hitter within the pickleball community, they're pumping out some amazing companies like yourself. Where do you see pickleball in the next 5 to 10 years? Should we still be thinking just in the U.S. or are we expanding worldwide? And if so, worldwide, where should a company start thinking about integrating into?
Asia.
Yeah, it's blowing up in Asia right now. That's like Rob Nunnery's been over there. Well, yeah, he was over there for like, it seemed like 6 months or something. I just saw on his Instagram a ton. Yeah.
That's an old, I haven't heard in a while.
Yeah, because he's been in Asia.
Our boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah, there's a lot happening.
I definitely think, I get asked this question lately, and I just think, I think pickleball's peaked in the U.S. It's still going to grow, but I think it's peaked. Does that make sense?
Okay.
And the way I've seen Asia grow within the last year, I'm like, we're in trouble, man, because there's no doubt that Asia they're coming out with all kinds of paddles and just organizations, and then I know the PPA definitely needs to feel threatened because, if they, I remember they got rid of Kwong, what's his name? Remember when they fired?
Oh, that's right, because he did a clinic or something over there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then he went over, started the brand, and it started really taking off and getting crazy Vietnam, right? So I played with a lot of people from Vietnam here, which is really cool.
That is cool.
Because I get to hear all the dirt, so. So, it's just, I think that's what's happening. There's no doubt international is the way to go. And that's why I've been traveling a lot, over that way and just kind of getting that way, because that's where I want to go.
Mm-hmm. Well, the Pickler announced that they were going to be opening up. So the Pickler is a local indoor facility that we have here. I don't know that they've opened any in Florida quite yet, but I know that they have designated some locations for Florida, but they've said that they're going to Japan.
That's right.
They announced that. Yeah. So they're going to be opening up in Japan, which is wild that they're on their 5-year anniversary this month when they opened their very first location, and their franchise has exploded.
Yeah.
They've grown really, really fast.
Same with Pickleball Kingdom's heading over to England as well, I think.
Oh, is it?
Mm-hmm. Do you guys have a Pickleball Kingdom there?
We're supposed to, about 5 minutes away from us right now.
Yeah, I haven't seen any groundbreaking or any other news besides a notification. That coming.
Yeah, an announcement. We just talked about this last week too. An announcement that it was gonna, and that was back in September, and it was gonna have like 15 courts, just down the street from the Picklers, like main, what do you call headquarters or whatever, and they have 14 courts now. So. We'll see. Have you played at a Pickleball Kingdom then? Do they have them in Tampa?
Yeah, so I'm affiliated with a kingdom here that just opened up. We need some collab paddles for them.
So okay.
Cool.
Nice.
We've had 3 facilities, a Dill Dinkers and another no-name thing downtown. But within 2 months, they opened 3 locations in a 5-mile radius.
Wow.
So now everybody's like squabbling and trying to fight for memberships. So now the membership started high. Now they're coming down to $60 a month.
That's reasonable. $60 a month is reasonable.
Well, the bougie downtown's $250, which is just
what
stupid,
the fuck? Yeah, I could see $100. Like that's what I used to pay for CrossFit. $100. I think that's maybe what the Pickler is. Yeah. $100, like you're paying a gym, like a good gym membership. Like that's what I can see that being like a reasonable price. $60. I'm like, sign me up.
So on the indoor facilities, what do you guys think on this one? To me, just being a workout junkie for such a long time, you mentioned gyms and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. Doesn't it feel like they're all gyms, kind of the gym membership kind of
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that's fine, honestly. I don't think there's anything wrong with that because a lot of people, this is their only form of working out, right? And so that's to me, that's how you should advertise it. Is like, this is your monthly gym membership. And actually, to give credit to the Pickler, some of their locations actually have gym workout equipment in them.
That's true.
So they've got like free weights. They've got all those. And I was also just joking when you were like, I'm a workout junkie. I was like, same all the time. And now I'm going to try to list this equipment and I don't even know the name of it. But all the stuff that's like, it self-repels. So like like where the ski thing, see, the ski thing, like all the machines, like the bikes, the self-propelling bikes, all of that stuff, like so they've got all that in there, the TRX bands. And so they've got like a whole designated space in their corporate location. And then one of the ones down in Salt Lake. And then they've got like some stretching areas and some other ones. But yeah, I think that they should be advertising it as that. I think they would probably get more members.
You think so?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it is a workout. And a lot of the times it is exactly what their only form of working out.
True.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. In Arizona, there was a place called Center Court.
Oh, I know the guy that runs that, Ryan Treffrey.
They had him in there. I'm like, this is.
Yeah.
Because I went right there and I started stretching. I hit the foam roller. I'm like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's perfect because sometimes playing pickleball, I don't want to go to the gym after, or I you know what I mean? Or like I'll nap and go to the gym. But yeah, that's perfect because I can get everything done one shot.
Yep. I was going to do the foam roller today in that area because I was saying how I just to stop feeling well. My whole body was like aching and I'm like, I wonder if it's my muscles. And then I just got lazy and I was like, I'm going to do that at home. And then I came home and took a nap.
How's the shed doing over there? The shed's still going, Rob?
The shed is still open. I don't know that it's doing as well as some of these other places right now, but yeah. So have you been out to the shed then?
We talked about the shed, right, Rob?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Have you been out here then to Utah?
I have been to Utah a bunch. That's how I know Tyler out that way. And
stuff
okay. Like that.
Yeah.
Shelton Baptiste and all of them's got Shelton's still hanging around there. But,
Baptiste. I'm thinking, is there a fighter? Baptiste? Maybe? Oh.
Scott Johnston. I think he owned Royal Court. I think that might be a Pickler now, actually.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, down like Harriman area, I think.
Yeah, it's kind of the house a little bit.
Yeah, or Bluffdale, I think, or something like that.
Okay,
yeah, they just opened that one. Yeah. That was kind of a raw deal.
I love Sundance Mountain back in there. It was really cool. So I'm all about that.
I think they just decided to take Sundance away from Utah.
No shit.
Mm-hmm. Really? That was in the news the other day. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Their people are not happy. Anyway, sorry, you brought it up.
I said they could do that, right? So
yeah.
It's crazy.
So I seen you release a limited edition paddles of the paintings that you have in the background there.
Good. Yeah.
Dude, awesome.
Yeah, I have
so good.
One of those. Yeah. So I just started that, but that's going to be a PMA version. This is where PMA is important because it allows paddle manufacturers or whoever, whoever they want to be creative and form things, you know what I mean, that they want to do. Again, Gen 1 paddle, it's the same paddle that, I may have created for you, Rob, which was that high version, but I think I'm doing an excluder version. But we don't have to pay into the system to have that approved. You know what I mean? And I just had lunch at a place today, which was really cool. And because I can put my art on a lot of these places, these cafes and different things. And I said, that's a perfect idea to display those paddles once they come in. You know what I mean? So, again, the PMA gives you options to be creative. Yeah. And we want that.
So remind our listeners what PMA is, because I just keep thinking positive mental attitude.
It's Pickleball Manufacturing Association.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that's what we've talked to Mike Sleeves about too.
Correct. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we started it with Kevin, and Sleeves because you've been out there. I heard, me and Sleeves are good buddies. So I already heard about your stories out there, Rob.
Yeah, yeah.
We won't talk about those on this podcast.
We just did this whole podcast, on that. But again, it's fine to be USAP approved, and it's good to be PME approved. You know, we're just trying to stay creative with a decent price point, so people on small brands can continue to grow, and not just the big brands. You know, yep. 5 big boys, right? You know, Selker, Giola, Franklin. You know, we just can't keep up with that. There's no way.
Yeah.
You know.
Right.
So, yeah, that's why we kind of made that. But
are you going to be at PickleCon this year?
Is that Kansas?
Yeah.
Nah.
No.
You know, we did the first one in West Palm, and the traction was okay. You know, I think that's Carl, somebody that does that. Carl Foster.
Mm. Yeah, I'm not familiar.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, usually I'll tag up with a booth and kind of do that just for price point. You know what I mean? Do that kind of stuff. It's fine. And then kind of, I don't know how well those things do, those conventions, you know?
I did the first PickleCon, and so the PPA was there that same weekend. And then that same weekend, there was like a massive softball tournament. So there was hardly any traction. Yeah, it wasn't bad. It was a good experience in the sense of, the connections that I made and meeting other owners and things like that. But the foot traffic was just not what they were expecting.
Well, they probably, because in my mind, I would have been like, why'd you do it the same weekend as PPA? But I guess to their defense, they were probably thinking more people would come through because people are already there for PPA.
Well, from what I understood was they already locked in their dates, and then the PPA came in and...
Cute.
Now, I don't know if that's just secondhand, you know, or
right.
someone being grumpy and, you know, trying to make the PPA the bad guy in that situation.
Right.
Or planning.
Right.
But yeah. Anyway.
That's called piggybacking off the
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah. But we'll be out there just we got some media tickets and just gonna go and play in some tournaments.
Yeah.
Maybe do an episode. So
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, but not setting up.
No, they wanted $1,000 for a booth. So I was like, nah, I think we're good.
Yeah, we don't.
Yeah.
Nah.
You know, I don't even when people say, "Hey, can you come set up at a tournament and stuff like that?" Now, you know, I'm just like, and then they'll try to get you on this tiered, you know, program where I'm like, I've been doing this longer than, you know, this bullshit. You know what I mean? I'm like, I'll do a couple paddles, work that value, and you can make me a gold sponsor.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I was in Ocala last weekend. And it was cool. We had 3 days of a good event. You know what I mean? So I don't mind doing that stuff, you know. But
where was
I'm not paying in Ocala.
Oh, okay. I actually have a cousin that lives in Ocala.
Oh
yeah. So there was a grand opening of another Pickleball Kingdom, which was really cool because I got to play these college hot studs from Gainesville. So I mean. This kid was just ripping the ball. I'm like, oh my gosh! Like I'm jumping in on that advanced court right now. I was just, you know, like a challenge court, and we had a blast. You know, I think sometimes, you know, how you gotta get in the paddle rack, you know, and it's like, me play, and then they don't want to play. And you get in there, and you're like earning and ATP.
I am curious because I'll be down in Florida next week, and have you played in Punta Gorda?
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah,
you know,
so I've played there, and then I've run a couple of tournaments there, and one of the tournaments did not turn out very well, and so then the people hated us. And I go and I show up. The next time I went to go visit my dad, like 6 months later, I just show up for a morning open play, hoping that nobody would recognize me. The very first fucking guy that walks up, and he's like, "Hey, don't you work for National Pickleball?" And I was like, "No." He's like, "Yes." And I was like, "Yes." Well, I used to help out. Like I kind of just would help run and facilitate some of their tournaments for National Pickleball. And so we did. Yeah. And it was fun and I liked it. And I loved the girl that I traveled with. But it would literally just be me and her kind of like running everything. And then, you know, the second like ink goes out of your printer or the internet goes down or some tiny mishap, like the people there did not give a shit. Like we're literally writing out scorecards by hand and they're like, what's taking so long? I was like, look at what I'm doing. I'm literally handwriting it all out. Yeah. So it was a rough day.
I have a friend that's on the board there, so they try to get me to go down there and be part of their teaching, and I'm like, this is not going to work.
Yeah.
I know that I'm not going to want to do that kind of stuff. I don't want to work for anybody anymore. I just want to do my own thing.
Same.
And, travel and teach, or just teach locally, and just, I'd rather, work. I don't want to work for anybody anymore. Like you were talking about your job, I don't want to work for anybody.
No, that would be so nice to not have. I just don't want to work.
Well, you gotta work.
But how do you get money? Yeah, I also like.
Well, yeah, if you want to start up another organization, maybe like you can copy off that and do your own thing.
I don't want to do the work, Gregory.
you want to write out the scorecard.
Yeah, I just want to sit there and play pickleball.
Tournaments are like mind blowing, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a big babysitting event.
It is. It is. Yeah. And they're fine. Like for the most part, I love it because it is like fun, especially like new people that are coming in. It's their very first big tournament. I get so excited for them, and I want to like teach them all the stuff and things and what they should do. And then you get the next person that walks in. I'm like, do you guys have any snacks for the players? I'm like, no. Bring your own fucking snacks. This is you're a 5-0. What are you asking me for snacks for?
Yeah. Because you're blessed to even have me here.
Yeah, pretty much.
My last tournament in Punta Gorda, again, it comes to partnership, right? So this guy was a little hothead, and I was like, all right, well, he kept asking me, you want to do a tournament? I was like, all right, fine. And then he's like, okay, we'll just do men's doubles, and then I might play singles. Or no, he said, I'll play mixed doubles and I'll play men's doubles, but I might not play mixed doubles. And then when I get there, he's like, I played singles yesterday. I'm like, oh my gosh. So I know he's got no juice for me.
Right.
Right. So I was like, oh shit, here we go. We're going to have and then so he wasn't on point. He wasn't like when we played and practiced before, he was just off. And I was like, dude, are you okay? And like after that, he took like the biggest offense to like through the whole tournament. It was bad. He would just go badmouth me to the other team. And it was
oh
just,
my God.
And usually I'm the bad guy, and I'd be like, dude, I'm not like pissy. But I actually calmed myself, and I was different this time. And I just tried to work through it as so many times. And I'm like, let's just focus, dude. So we got into finals, and he was so frustrated and upset of just crazy, batshit crazy, that he walked out on the medal round. Like we had a guaranteed medal because we crushed the team previously. I know. It was the craziest thing.
I feel like maybe that was a tournament I was at. Duper reported it.
Oh, yeah. Wow. Did
they report it as like a forfeit?
No, it was a 0. They gave us a 0. So I was like, So that was my last really blast with Duper too. And I was like, you guys are playing this because that's a forfeited match and it does not count.
Well, you can enter it in as a forfeit, not a 0. Yeah.
We got it. Yeah, I read kind of.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's good.
That was my last stint with the Gorda anyways.
Yeah. That's about 15 minutes from my dad's house. So that's usually where I'll go play. Is those courts, and it's nice. Yeah. But I am nervous. Like when you talked about like the rack and stack and like getting on challenge court, because I'll go and I watch some of them, but then we've talked about this before. It just depends on what group you're getting in with. Right.
Yeah.
And I'll show up, excuse me. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to go on challenge court, and then I'll like wait a little bit, and then people won't want to play. And I'm like, oh, okay. So then I go on the other courts, and then I start playing like shit because it's a lower level, and I'm not ready for how they're reacting to the balls that I'm hitting because they don't know what they're doing. So then I forget what I'm doing, and then I'm like, okay, maybe I am a 3-0 in Florida or something. I don't know. We've talked about that, but you sound like you've traveled a lot. So I am curious because we've talked about this a little bit. I feel like I've brought it up on the last few episodes as far as, do you feel like your rating or the people that you're playing against or just ratings in general seem to be the same through all the states that you've gone to? Because I feel like maybe like a 4-0 in Utah might be different than a 4-0 in Arizona or California or Florida.
But yeah, good question. Am I playing singles or dubs? And most of the time I'm playing dubs. So it comes down to your partner a lot of the time.
Right.
Who am I playing with?
Yeah.
But yeah, I do see a difference in level. You know what I mean? England's definitely behind in their level.
Oh my God. I'm going to go there and be a 5-0, guys.
It's possible. It's definitely possible. But I think Florida has strong players. We have really strong players here. Utah was really strong too, but when I played Tyler's last event, it was freaking playing against 15-year-olds in singles and they're tennis studs. I'm going to get crushed.
Yeah.
They'll chase every ball down.
Yeah, I know. I played with a 15-year-old this morning and he was so good. And I was like, stop getting every ball.
So for me, it's just if I play a tournament, it's going to be age. It's going to be 50 plus. It'll be senior pro. I'm not doing anything. Rec play's fine, but I'm not doing any tournaments that are not within my age level or below. Really, I don't think, unless I got like a super freaking stud. You know what I mean, or a super girl stud.
Mm-hmm. That's why Zach and I will be playing 4.0 at Fall Brawl because I'm not a stud and I have to play 19-year-olds. So I was like, sorry, Zach, you're playing with an old lady. So you will be playing 4.0.
Yeah. As long as you're a good defensive lady partner, you're badass. So that's all that matters.
Thanks. Well, you've never seen me play, but my partner from yesterday, Moneyball, might be whistling another tune right now listening to this. Some days I'm like so good at pickleball, and then other days I'm like, I'm gonna pop up every ball, and my partner better be ready for them all.
Yeah, same here.
So crap.
Just not consistent.
Yeah, I feel like it's my paddle. I'm not gonna lie, but because it couldn't possibly be me. It couldn't be me. It's definitely not me.
It's the ball.
Yeah, it's the ball. It's the pad. It's the court. You know what I mean? Actually, those court surfaces are prime. Actually, I did get to play on one of the new ones that Chad said that they.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so that they just resurfaced. This was at the Pickler yesterday and this morning, yeah. But don't worry, yesterday I went to 4 different locations.
Dang.
I went to 2 kitchens and 2 Picklers.
Wow.
On accident.
Oh, on accident?
Mm-hmm. I thought Moneyball was at Uinta. I went to Uinta. It wasn't. I had to go to Kaysville. And then later I was doing like a bridal shower pickleball party and for Helen. So congratulations, Helen, getting married. And I thought it was at Mountain Green. It wasn't, so I drove all the way to Mountain Green, and it was in Kaysville. So back to Kaysville I went. So 4 locations. So annoying, but whatever. I just got to spend some quiet time in the car, I guess.
Nice.
So what's the next big thing for you?
Yeah, I think it's just going back to that foam. Everything's going foam now, so I'm really excited about what we're doing with this foam Gen 5-ish technology. It just seems as the future of pickleball. I'm taking a lot of boom sticks out of people's hands and putting this one in, and they're like, wow, and they're liking it. So I'm happy with that. So that's why I finally decided to bite the bullet and kind of submit this paddle because as long as I can just keep that paddle going with some different colorways and different things, and I'm happy with that, for now. So that's kind of, and then England, like I said, come May, and the Scottish Open is coming up in Scotland. So I think it's super related. Maybe I'll just hang out, with the brand and just, again, it'll be lower level. People won't like me if I enter the tournament. It happens,
Yeah.
Huh.
So the Scottish Open when is that?
In May.
That was in May?
Yeah, in May, and then there's the Paris opening happening a 3rd week in May, which I'm going to be out there. So that might be
you just cool stay all in Europe. Oh, I'm so jealous. Maybe I'll come with you.
Able to really do that. I mean, I think Rob, you've probably traveled a lot with the military and stuff like that. But
yeah, to North Dakota and California. That's really about it.
Oh, not outside.
No, unfortunately. I mean, I've been to Germany and Amsterdam, but that was just for vacation, visiting friends. Other than that, just due to my job, I stayed stateside the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got to live in England for a year and a half.
Yeah.
And then I got to go to all those places. Actually, I've never been to France. Well, that's a lie. I drove into France because I took the Channel and it pops you into France. And then I drove over to Germany. But yeah, I didn't actually.
You've been going with casual tankers for 2026 or?
No, nothing really. I spent a lot of money last year. So now I'm kind of just focusing on marketing and trying to get the brand out there. I've been killing it with my Rolling Stone. Yeah. Yeah. My rock and roll
cool
series, has been really coming up this year so far. So just working on that and just local stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, are you doing a Beat Casual Dinkers thing?
Oh, we are. So at the
When is
kitchen
that?
on the 18th.
Oh, I'm not here.
Yeah.
You got to coordinate with
why.
my personal schedule, Rob.
So I can actually win.
Oh, whatever.
Yeah. No. Locally, we're doing a Beat Team Casual Dinker night open play. So whoever beats us, I have 2 guys that I sponsor here locally that will be playing with me, and you win some free merch and stuff if you beat us.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So I could have got all the free merch.
I mean, like local stuff or like kind of like
no, just like shirts and stuff. Yeah.
That's so cool. Yeah, I think Haley told me
get a free paddle when I came out, man. So
I know. I don't know why no one freaking signed up. That's kind of depressing, to be honest.
There was a tournament the same weekend. There was something the same weekend that he was
we switched dates like a couple of times.
Oh, really?
Yeah, just to make it fit, but no one would really sign up for it.
Dang it.
I wonder if it was the venue. I think it was the venue, maybe.
Yeah, it's possible. Yeah. So.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Let's try to make it work. We'll try to make something work because, I want to get out there and hang out with you guys and stuff.
Yeah. Cool. That'd be fun.
Yeah. I agree.
Doesn't have to be a clinic, but, we're just trying to offset something, get some shit away and cross network and brand. It's kind of a fun thing, I thought. But, we'll make something happen.
Yeah. No, I agree.
We could even go, you can come with me and my dad's one time.
Yeah.
You can just stay there and then meet him because you're in Tampa, you said? So only like an hour and a half away.
Yeah.
We could do that.
Well, St. Pete. So, I'll take you guys to some really cool facilities. We have, I kind of go to this one place in Bradenton that I really like because, so it's 20 courts. It's 14 semi-covered. So it's outside and then there's 6 outside. But it's like $5. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the name of that place?
It's called GT Bray.
GT Bray. You should text that to me because maybe me and my dad will try to hit that up because my dad plays. We were going to try to do a tournament while I was there. And he's like, well, how does that work since you're so much younger and better than me? And I was like, say in the text message, I said, say it again. And he said, bitch. And that was my dad's response to me.
It's a cool spot. So I think for me, it's just staying out of the sun now and staying covered. I'm not doing sun this year for me.
No duper, no sun. You're out.
Well, I don't want to work for anybody either, right? So Pickleball Kingdom's already fired their first guy. It's like he was there for like 2 months, and now he's gone. You know what I mean? So, but he was a kind of a cocky little 30-year-old. You know what I mean? So fuck him. It's not my language, but. No, I mean, for real. He was just really super cocky, coming out and playing in his socks and just stupid stuff.
What the hell?
Yeah, those 30-year-old.
He thought he was a stud, so. But,
that's fine.
I don't want to get burned down on pickleball. I want to enjoy it.
Yeah. I think that's the hard part, right? Is like enjoying it, but bringing it to the community, but still like keeping it as a hobby. And when it is your job, it remain also your hobby? Like people say to like, what is it? The saying, something like, do what you love. But then like, to me, I'm like, I don't know, like with sourdough, everybody's like, oh, you should bake this and do it in bulk. And maybe you quit your job and you just do sourdough. I'm like, I won't like it.
Yeah.
If I have to do it and I have to do it to like supplement my income, I won't like it. Right?
Yeah.
So I don't know. So it's probably good that you have like a good little balance there and you're incorporating travel, which you're going to Europe. That is so fucking cool.
That is cool.
Don't excuse my language. That is fucking cool.
Well, it's nice to tie a brand into it because they like the cause as well, right?
Right.
So it's
and
the
it's
same
growing.
Thing. Last time I went out there, we did a pod with a local bee farmer. So that's a small little thing.
That's so cool.
It's badass because you're doing it within the country now. You know what I mean? And, she's played with our paddle for like a year, 2 years. And, it's a good thing, I think, just to be different from other companies.
Yeah.
So this bee farmer there was also a pickleball player? Is that what you said? So she's played with your paddle? Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. She only had 2 highs, but we talked about how she's lost beats, how they've been decimated.
Oh.
Yeah.
And, I know that, just in visiting, upstate New York, we did a tournament and a clinic with the Bear guys last year, and I made it a point to go find a local beef farmer, and I ran into a corporate. The guy was like a third generation beekeeper.
Mm-hmm. Wow!
And I was like, can you give me just like a little tour? And it was a massive facility. Like he was pumping barrels of honey and stuff. So,
that's so.
But he
cool.
gave me the rundown and just the whole. Yeah, it was really neat. And I'm in the woods, man, because I'm like upstate. You know what I mean? So it's cool. Huh. I like that.
Yeah, I love that you've incorporated those two things. Like I just never would have thought. And honestly, I kind of came into this interview a little blinded because I didn't know that. I didn't know that correlation. I don't know if you did, Rob, but I honestly did think that your logo was more so because of like a core foam or something. So this is super interesting. I love that. I'm excited for our listeners to learn that about it. And it's Rain and Win, but it's REIGN, not RAIN.
Correct.
Listeners.
Yeah, like rain above, or like it just rains, It's
yeah. So this has been good. This has been a good conversation. Thank you so much for joining us.
When's those limited edition paddles come out?
Oh, there you go.
I've got about a month.
Okay.
Just coming, we're doing some offshore stuff. So, those guys are about a month out. We've been doing some pre-orders on them, and, I just thought it'd be a cool thing to do to tie in some of my work. And then, someone wants the big painting, they can buy that.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah, those paintings are really nice. Well, the paddles look amazing. And then for the watchers, the paintings are in the background. So a portion of those paintings are actually on the paddle.
Okay. Yeah. I like that purple and blue one.
Yeah, they're really pretty.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah. Is that oil painting, I'm assuming?
Acrylics.
Oh, acrylics. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Acrylics, and then I did some kind of like some resin stuff and coat with resin, and add some broken glass. Sometimes has been fun for me lately.
That's cool.
Just give it some dimension.
Yeah. Heck yeah.
Just on canvas? Is that like you would just add that? Oh, okay.
On canvas, and then I do stuff on wood, big pieces of wood. So.
Okay. That's so cool. I wish I had like this creative brain. I don't come up with anything like those little. I painted those that pickleball court behind Rob there. If you can see that, I painted that. I was not sober. Oh yeah, my friend got me that little pickleball gnome, but I was not sober when I painted that. But that doesn't really make a difference because it probably would have turned out worse if I was. So that's about artistic ability there.
Well, that's a good thing too. Art really kind of comes into play with sobriety too. But I totally forgot to mention that when I used to run my tournaments, that we gave back to NAMI, which is mental health chapter here.
Oh, awesome! Yes.
Yeah, so I totally forgot about that, and I wanted to definitely touch on that just really quick because that was really big for me. Yeah, to get back, because I've lost people to suicide, and my uncle and some other folks too, and it's really heavy, right? So that's why I started giving back to this NAMI chapter, which is because just for instance, when suicide had happened, and the police just come and give you like a little card and say, "Oh, go here," and then they're done with you,
right?
So like a year of therapy, kind of with just kind of like AA and NA, and then suicide prevention kind of stuff. But
is that what NAMI, this NAMI chapter, is it NAMI or in?
NAMI is National Alliance of Mental Health.
So okay. I did not know that. Huh. Yeah. Okay.
But that was always my give back. So I'll probably, every time I do a tournament, I do go and give back to those guys.
Oh, I love that. Yeah. No, I'm glad. And I'm sorry to hear about the loss that you've had to suicide. I think we probably all know someone who has committed suicide, and it's just heartbreaking.
Right.
But,
right.
Yeah. So the more awareness we share.
I wanted to touch on that. Pickleball does, you can give back, and same thing with missions trips. You know what I mean? I've given paddles away for kids in Chile that are less fortunate, and we'll go build little huts for them or houses, and then we'll have, they'll play pickleball instead of soccer.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that. Okay. I need to link up with you because I want to do a mission trip. I thought about that for last year for Thanksgiving time frame. There's a girl here that I play with, and her family have always gone to Mexico to help build homes over Thanksgiving. And they didn't go this past year, but I was like, that would be so interesting if me and my dad and my sister did something like that instead.
Yeah, that'd be really cool.
It's crazy to see how appreciative they are too, and the smiles that are on those faces of those little kids. The paddle's bigger than the kids holding it up.
Yeah, that's probably a lot more heartwarming than giving it to an adult or something.
Well, and then their house is a $2,000 hut that we built them, but they're happy for that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, I want to learn more about that, getting involved. But yeah, okay. Well, I know you have a concert to get to tonight. I hope you have so much fun.
Yeah.
A Sunday night concert. It must be nice to not, to just work for yourself.
Well, I'm Gary Newman, so I'm going to do a little 80. I'm kind of, I'm old school like Rob, so I like our music. I think you like that 90s Linkin Park stuff, though, right? No, I'm kidding. What's that show? What was that show I was planning around you coming out? Remember there was a show?
Oh, man. What was that? Oh, man.
Was it like Parkside Drive or something?
Oh, yeah. Parkway Drive. Yeah.
Yeah, Parkway Drive.
Yeah. Such an amazing concert. There was like 400 people that crowd surfed that night. It was insane. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I didn't go in the mosh pit because my back was hurting. But a guy in a wheelchair was crowd surfed all the way to the front.
Oh, wow.
It was amazing. It was such a good concert.
Yeah, they're hardcore.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, this was good. We'll have to have you back because this is a good conversation.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, thank you. Awesome.
Appreciate y'all.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
And give a link to all the stuff that how people can find you, follow you, and everything like that.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll definitely get that added in the show notes and tag you on our Instagram. So, perfect. Okay,
Cool.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for coming.
All right, enjoy your show. Bye.
Bye.